The world needs beer.
But we all know Hillary Clinton is a three-legged midget.
If you were a Nintendo cartridge, I'm below you. I think I'm gonna go piss on my world tree. Duval! My name's Alan, and I like to party. My name is Mike, and I like flip-flops.
You want to hear something special?
What's up, friends? We're back again. Are We Drunk Yet podcast.
Welcome, welcome.
Got a special guest today.
Yep.
It is my daughter.
His daughter, my fiance, Alexis.
Hello.
You probably heard about a few stories of her on the past episodes.
Yeah.
I have been talked about some.
A little bit. So, getting this motherfucker started. What's going on with you, man?
As you guys know, I recently started a new job over at so-and-so.
Shit, you forgot to do this.
It's alright. It's alright. I'm doing it. I was trying to do it nonchalantly so you wouldn't notice. Was all the clicking that you noticed?
Way too many clicks, man. I'm
No,
like, no.
Yeah, so I started a new job. I mentioned before that I recently got a job somewhere else, and I didn't like it after one day. So went to this place. We're making a little bit less money now, but I'm much happier doing it. Way happier.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
that's real good.
It's a fun place, man. Everybody's super nice. Everyone's like encouraging me. They say I'm doing an awesome job constantly. It's
nice, man.
It's really nice. My boss is awesome too.
How much relearning, retraining did you have to go through? Because I know you hadn't done this type of chef work in quite some time.
It's pizza. I can say it's pizzas.
It's pizzas.
It's pizza. I started out working in a pizza restaurant for my first job, and honestly, it was like riding a bike, man. Like after like the first couple of tries, I fucked up on. After that, I was like, all right, cool. I can do this all over again. I'm tossing pizzas in the air now like it ain't shit.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
We
Skill back.
we talked about this. You were like, it's all bullshit anyway. You really don't need to toss the shit in the air. It's all for show. But
it's so fun.
it's an open kitchen.
Yeah. People do like it. They will notice you like point like, oh my god, I see that guy.
I love watching it, man. It's just like it's old school, and I don't know if that's something that they learned how to do a long time ago that helped.
I mean, it definitely. I don't want to say it doesn't help. I'm kind of going back on what I said, but it does circular it out a little bit more. But you can do that just by
just kneading it, pushing it,
or just flattening it out on the surface.
Yeah, just pushing it out.
But anyways, let's open these fucking beers, man.
Oh,
what we
yeah.
got? This is Are We Drunk Yet?
So, Are We Drunk Yet podcast. We're drinking some Elysian again today. This one's called Super Fuzz. It's a blood orange pale ale.
Sounds great. I'm excited.
No, it's pretty good. It tastes more like a kind of reminds me of a lager. I drank one yesterday just to try it out. Normally I give you the alcohol percentage by volume. I'm gonna have to say this is 12-ounce can, 6.4% alcohol by volume, which is pretty good. That's right on par with an IPA.
That's what you want.
But without further ado, let's get it going. Perfect.
Crisp.
Perfect.
Almost synchronized.
I'm gonna actually open up the app here, and I wanted to talk about this last week, and I totally fucked up and didn't say anything about it, man. It's just it just didn't cross my mind.
Well, we were so engaged with everything else we were doing, the Reddit thing.
Yeah, but I want to recommend this app to anybody who likes to drink beer in general. It's called Untapped. Untappd. This is what it looks like. Basically, I'm showing it to the camera, and you can discover different beers. Like let's put this one in here for instance. Let's see, Elysian. All right, and they'll give you what they'll do is people check in on the app and rate the beers. Yeah. And a lot of times I'll be standing in front of the beer cooler trying to figure out what I'm going to buy, and I'll open this app up, and it's just amazing.
Yeah. It saved me from a few bad choices.
Yeah. Well, this has a out of 5. They give a 3.63.
That's good.
Yeah, it's an American pale ale. It's not an IPA. It's not India pale ale.
It's good though.
Yeah.
I like it. It's average.
The Super Fuzz blood orange pale. How they depict it is call it orange exploitation.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have down here with 5.4 alcohol by volume, but I just read on the back of the can, so evidently that was off on here, unfortunately.
Wow, misinformation to the public.
Misinformation, but it's pretty cool, man. I really like the website. So just something for you guys to look up, gals to look up. If you're wondering about the beer that you're trying to pick out, standing in front of the cooler, download the app. It won't take you that long. It's a very, very short download. Where you're standing there, you can get it.
Yeah. Quick second to download.
It's good stuff. And I'm going to start using this more often and give you some more description as some of the beers we're drinking, because we do like to mix it up a lot.
We do. Yeah, we do.
And here in the past, we've started drinking before the podcast. We've decided to remedy that and start when we start the podcast.
Which has definitely helped out in the last episode and episode 3 as well. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
It's much more cleaner, more put together, well structured.
Not drunk
all
ramblings.
The things.
Drunk ramblings, yeah. And then...
Not too politically charged.
Yeah.
As one gets when they drink.
One gets when they drink, yes. Yes, for sure. And here's the next thing, man. It's like, you're talking... and your words are unintelligible. You can't hear what these people are saying. Like, I was listening to one of our episodes, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just say? It's like, dude, you got marbles in your mouth or something.
Yeah. It's really bad.
It gets bad. So
I want to know what I want to know.
Yeah.
Try to understand what I want to understand.
Yeah.
I've said in the past, I'll say it once again. This is always going to be a work in progress. We're never going to be exactly what we want us to be.
We're hitting our stride.
But we're hitting our stride. We're doing better.
Yeah.
And back to this job place, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I went off on a tangent here, but we got these cans opened up, man.
I want to get that beer going, man.
Yeah, and I wanted to tell everybody about that app. I think it's important, and I'm hoping that I start using it more often.
I use it all the time.
I mean, talking about it more often on the podcast.
Yeah,
I want to read their description of the beer instead of our same description that we give every beer.
It's good.
This is good beer.
I like this beer.
It's got a lot of hops in it.
But
no fucking shit, dumbass. It's an IPA.
We're so dumb.
But the place you work at's got a lot of taps. And they got a lot of different beers too, man.
Yes.
They got a nice bar. It's a circular
Which
bar.
isn't open at the moment.
I know.
But you still get beer there. But
yeah,
they have 30 beers on tap.
Which isn't bad for a pizza joint,
variety.
dude.
Yeah.
Don't you get a discount on the beers?
As far as I know, I haven't really talked much about it, but I'm pretty sure I do. I know I'm allowed to be out there work, but yeah. The one thing I don't like about it, and it's not even the restaurant's fault, it's that I have to wear a fucking mask.
Yeah.
While I'm working. It's an open kitchen, as you said.
Right.
So I'm standing next to this fucking 500-degree pizza oven. Can't breathe for shit because I have a t-shirt mask on because I made it myself.
I got a mask for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't like they gave me one of the surgical masks, and I hated that because it kept pushing my beard in my mouth. It was fucking pissing me off all night.
Yeah. The one that I got for you, it's a neck gaiter. So and you pull it on over your head just like that t-shirt thing. Okay. You cut the sleeve off of.
I showed him the picture.
Show the bandito thing. Yeah. I was a bandito for the day.
This is better. You kind of will look like a bandito because it's got the paisley look, like a bandit.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But you could breathe through it a lot better. It's super thin.
Yeah.
And these things aren't meant to keep you from getting anything anyway, so I don't see why it needs to be thick. And if you're in the kitchen, just keep your spit off the food. You'll be fine.
Common courtesy.
Don't sweat.
But it sucked last night because we had to break down the pizza oven, and I'm the new guy, so they made me do it. So I'm standing maybe 5 inches away from the actual rotating piece of the oven, which is where all the heat's coming off of. I'm standing there for 20 minutes. I had to stop every 5 seconds to fucking pull my mask off and breathe in the back of the restaurant. It was just bad times all around.
How do they feel about having just your nostrils out, your nose out, and cover your mouth? Because your mouth is where all the spit's coming.
I see my manager do it.
Well, that's what all the spit's coming out of.
I see my manager do that, but I don't know. I'm new, so I'm not trying to break any rules.
No. I've just been curious about this. I'm just I see a lot of people doing this that are working that have to wear masks, and I don't have an issue with it. I don't have an issue if you don't wear your mask. Honestly,
no.
let's just get that out of the way.
I don't see anybody in the restaurant dining in wearing a mask.
I'm not wearing a fucking mask if I'm going to eat.
Yeah,
how do I put this to my lips and take a sip?
I'm not going to have a mask on because I'm going to eat.
Through a mask.
Yeah, I threw that. It's terrible.
Here, so what's the problem with having your nose out? You know what I mean? If you have your nose out, you can at least breathe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As long as what if you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Boom. Solves all the issues.
Problem solved.
Snot's not coming out of your nose.
No.
Come on. Anyway,
Yeah.
maybe that's something I should look into. Google it. Hey Google, help me out here.
I'm glad you didn't say Siri. It might
Yeah.
have started. Don't do that.
Yeah, it might have started.
So
Yeah.
many times.
And talking about the masks, we got we got people that are out there rioting right now.
Fucking rioting.
I think all protests start off meaningful.
Yeah.
And they're protesting the death of what was the guy's name? George Floyd.
George Floyd, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a shame what happened to the guy.
Yeah, it was wrong what happened for sure.
That's total. It's a blatant, total fucking murder, man. Is
Yeah,
what it
it
was.
was murder.
It's a murder. He got murdered.
Murder.
The cop got arrested. The cop is facing charges, and all 5 officers have been fired.
Yep.
Not all cops are bad.
No.
You know.
That's the main point. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's the main point of it. Like, you can't just blame every single cop you see now.
No.
Which is what's happening.
That's what's happening.
People that are just doing their jobs, like they're supposed to be doing, are getting blamed for what happened. And in the riots, it's fucking worse.
I'm telling you, I don't see how people sign up for that job.
I
Who
couldn't do it.
would want that job?
Especially right now.
Right now, they don't get paid jack shit. First of all,
No.
they don't. They
Like
get paid
40,000 a year, 42,000 a year.
I don't even think that's I don't even think that's starting pay. I think starting pay is in the 30s.
Man.
So
That sucks ass.
why do you want this job?
They get hazard pay too and all that stuff.
They do
It's
hazard
still
pay.
not worth it.
And they get paid.
Midnight shifts too.
Yeah, well, they can take like security type positions after
Yeah.
their shift, and they do get paid substantially more. We're
Still-
talking like $50-$60 range per
On
hour.
a day-to-day basis, it's super not worth it.
No.
And I'm not talking out of my ass. I've known a few JSO officers. we're in the Jacksonville area, just in case anybody was wondering. But I've been friends with a few JSO officers, and they basically live for the after hours work. So you put your 8 hours in per day. Let's say you got to put 10 hours in, and then you got to go to your second job. Come on, man. That's no way to live
That's
your
a
life.
lot.
No, it's not.
There's no way to live your life, especially not at and at first the amount of money they're making. It's not worth this hassle, man. Dude,
No.
I'd be like, if they told me like you need to report to work, I'd be like, I'm feeling like I got some COVID, man.
Sorry. A little fever.
But the social distancing is out the door right now. Have you seen these riots?
Yeah.
Some of them are wearing masks.
It doesn't even
Some
matter
of them
anymore.
are.
Well, they're not wearing masks for that reason. They're wearing masks to be anonymous or,
Correct.
the
Yeah.
whole Antifa thing.
When they're close by, they're like as close as you two are
they're
together, right
protesting.
next to each
I
other.
know, like, on top of each other right now.
It's
I saw
fine. Sharing a mic.
video of Orlando where they did a giant protest walking up and down the turnpike, and they were like packed in with each other.
I seen pictures of cruisers, which is another name for their cop cars, basically. So police cruisers, and here in Jacksonville, and I can see. I can't really see it. I can't justify it, but I can see it happening in Minneapolis where they're burning down fucking Targets and Walgreens and
burned down the police
AutoZones
station.
and the police station.
The AutoZone was crazy.
But the riots from yesterday, there was another one scheduled for today. Today's Sunday, by the way, 5/31/20. My son's birthday. He's 15 today. Woohoo! Anyway, side note. Well, I was looking at pictures this morning and just in awe because I didn't get online at all yesterday or the day before, really. I took Friday off because I was being a bum.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this thing, and I'm looking at pictures of JSO cruisers, and they have fucking cop, your fag, they
Murderer,
got
fuck
murderer,
12.
fuck 12. It's like spray paint all over the side of his cars and setting cars on fire. It's like,
Dude.
what?
And
You know who's got to pay for that?
They were letting them protest too outside the office. They were letting them do it too.
Here's the thing. I just said it. I'll say it again. Do you actually know who pays for those things? Taxpayers pay for those vehicles.
That's right, we do.
We do.
Taxpayers pay for that shit.
They do.
I'm not out there protesting. Maybe you think that's a slight on my character, but I am a white guy. White guys are kind of the target right now. I mean, if I show up to one of these protests, I have a 50% chance that even though I'm on your side,
Yeah.
I think it was wrong. I think black people, I think colored people, Asian people, they all deserve the same rights that white people do, vice versa. So that being said, if I go there, because I'm white, I have a 50% chance that I'm going to get my ass beat.
Yeah, it's true.
And I might be able to fight one person off. But at the same time, when you're rioting, or not rioting, when you're protesting and they turn into riots, it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
If you are in the minority. Most of these protests are not white people out there, all right?
Yeah.
I see why. I know what they're doing. I agree with them 100%. But at the same time, you gotta... Sorry, that's my phone. My phone's vibrating, man. I don't know. Maybe I went off on a slight tangent there.
No.
I think it's wrong.
I'm all about protesting. Like, you should protest for what you believe in. But when it turns to rioting, you're no longer standing for anything. You're just fucking vandalizing it at a certain point.
Yes.
You're not standing up for what you believe in. You're just fucking causing chaos where you're at.
Well, the only way to be heard is to actually protest.
If people are comparing this to the Boston Tea Party. I've been seeing that a lot on Facebook and Instagram.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, it's
not the same
It's not the
thing.
same. You're affecting actual jobs and lives and people who own restaurants and buildings in those areas.
Not only that, there are particular organizations that are taking advantage of this situation, such as Antifa, such as bad government actors. There's been, I mean, you told me that there was reports that there were actually police officers that are taking part.
There was one video, you said AutoZone earlier, maybe think of it instantly, where you see this guy dressed in all black, he has a full mask on, black umbrella holding it over his head, and just like bashing in the windows of this AutoZone. People were like catching up to him too, got his like eyes and his nose in the picture, and they compared it to an officer in the area. It was the same fucking guy. It was an officer.
So that makes a little more sense, but I have one thing to add to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, all right, most of the people that are protesting aren't black people. Most black people that are protesting are not. I mean, everybody's hurting right now, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's hurting because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
People are out of work.
Quarantine
People have been quarantined. This, that, and the other. I guarantee you ain't got a whole lot of fucking money. And I guarantee you driving down in some broke-ass you're driving a broke-ass fucking car.
Yeah.
Where are you supposed to get your parts at now, motherfucker? Burn down the only place that keeps your hoopty-ass fucking car running, all right? And you can be mad that I said hoopty, but a lot of these cars that are running around here are being kept on the road by AutoZone, and you burn the motherfucker down. Now what you gonna do? That's all I'm saying. What you doing now? Stupid motherfuckers, man. And maybe... makes sense what you just said, that it was a cop that burned it down, so these motherfuckers can't get to the protests.
I'm gonna hit them where it hurts.
Hey.
Take their AutoZone from them.
Jesus Christ,
Well, he
man.
didn't burn it down. He was just clubbing the windows, and then he just walked away off to his car, like it wasn't shit.
Well, they burned that motherfucker down then.
Did they? Like afterwards?
Oh, they burned that bitch to the
They burned
ground,
everything
dude.
down. Though.
They burned that. Well, they burned that precinct down too.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's like pure anarchy, man.
Yeah.
That's some like just fucking Civil War shit.
Well, here's the next thing. These cops are actually protecting the protests.
That's their job.
Their job is to protect the protests. So the cops come in with their vehicles, with their riot armor on, because they know probably what's going to turn into now, right? So they're inciting violence by having that armor on, but what do you expect them to do?
Yeah.
Iron Man don't show up without his fucking suit.
You know who does? Batman.
Batman! Dude, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, there's a video going around right now of a guy dressed in like full Batman cosplay. The armor looks real as fuck, and he's just walking through this crowd of people with a fog all around him. It looks like
That's awesome.
straight up Dark Knight Rises.
I'm gonna show my age here. I'm gonna show my age here. Na 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 Batman.
Dude, it was just the balls on that guy, man. To walk up in there dressed as fucking like it
was awesome.
Serious riot. And he's just walking around like Batman.
It was awesome, man.
It was great.
I
I
mean-
respect that, man.
How much do you think that cosplay suit cost?
I mean,
Y'all have done cosplays. I've never done it, so I don't know what something like that
For
costs.
like a professional suit like he was wearing, like
Yes.
at least $2,000-$3,000.
2,500.
Wow.
I mean, I spent like 500 on mine before, and then that was like not even where
Yeah,
I should have done.
He's
I've
definitely got
spent
balls.
a lot of money on mine,
Yeah.
but I made everything.
Can you imagine like if you went in there and just like sort of like judo chopping people, like punching people in the face and shit,
Like Christian
like
Bale.
Christian Bale, Batman, yeah, straight punching people like a jackass. Oh my god.
He's probably been waiting for this moment the day he bought that cosplay.
What was his
Maybe.
thought process that day when he woke up?
I don't know,
What was he
man.
thinking? Like today's the day.
Today's the day. I'm
I
gonna
have
do it.
I have a question. Does it show in the video if he's white or black?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's just him from behind.
Yeah.
Now my mind's going crazy. I think he's a white guy. I think he's definitely got a death wish.
As Batman does, yeah.
Maybe he's suicidal, and he wanted to die wearing his favorite outfit.
God, he's very Bruce Wayne.
Hey, I hate to bring it down to that.
Oh, no, you're right. It could be that way.
Speaking of Batman, isn't there like a new series that's been like just gonna like bring back Ben Affleck and bring back the whole cast?
Yeah,
and all that
'cause
stuff.
it started off last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure when the Zack Snyder cut got announced. Like finally, after myself waiting for it, years of waiting for this guy's cut to be done.
Good.
And yeah, AT&T finally bought the rights to it, and it's going to air on HBO next year.
What do you think? You think you're gonna lengthen it? You think it's gonna be like a 3 or 4 hour fucking movie?
It's either going to be 4.5 hours, or they're going to break it down to 6 1-hour cuts.
They'll break it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
either way,
straight
I'm done.
model.
I'm up for it, man. Like, I'm ready. But yeah, after that got announced, they're talking about bringing back Ben Affleck and John Maggiano. Did I say his last name?
Who I don't know who you're talking about.
He played Deathstroke at the end of Justice League.
Okay.
Yeah. Talking about bringing them two back to play in a movie together so they can fight each other.
That'd be
finally.
cool.
That was the intent with the end of Justice League.
Those two characters, man. I mean, I hate to get off track, but those two characters, man, they're good for each other. As far as the comic book series go, as far as that stuff goes, because they're both just regular fucking guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so it makes it more believable.
Well, Deathstroke is like basically Captain America. He's like been enhanced.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, basically the same
Okay.
story. Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
still same thing.
I may be thinking of a Deadshot. Is that who I'm thinking about?
Maybe.
Deadshot? Isn't he just a regular guy?
Yeah, he's a regular guy.
That's what I was thinking about.
He's just super fucking.
Yeah, he's just
good at aiming.
really good at aiming. Yeah.
He's like the Hawkeye of the Marvel universe or DC universe.
Isn't that what Will Smith played?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Fucking Hawkeye in the Avengers. I have super strength. I'm a giant green guy. I can aim really well with bow and arrows. Same thing with Black Widow. I can punch really good.
You know, that's not completely true.
I can kick.
He actually turns into some sort of samurai.
Yeah, the Ronin.
Yeah.
Which they showed it a little bit in the Endgame.
Which kind of sucked. I love Marvel movies. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love DC movies, not as much, but I like them. They fizzle out for me. They don't have the same. They don't have the same special effects. I know they're supposed to be more grungy.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get all that. They're not as polished. Maybe that's why you like them more than I like the polished.
I like Zack Snyder as a director. I think it's mostly what it is. I love his directing style. It's all
Gotcha.
very gritty. And like he likes to make a moment out of every scene.
Okay.
Like that's why he does like slow motion so much, because he wants everyone to like look how beautiful this fucking scene is.
Okay.
Like Watchmen, the opening scene for Watchmen.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
fantastic movie.
Super underrated, by the way.
Oh yeah, it was underappreciated at its time. But the opening scene was the comedian being kicked out of the window, and it lasted for like a solid like 20-30 seconds of him falling out this window.
Right.
It looks so badass. The rain, the glass, the happy face pen like falling down next to him. It was awesome.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character in that whole? Come on, you know who mine is.
The Watchmen?
Yeah,
Rorschach.
I love Rorschach's character. As
I
far
love
as
him.
as
He's
far as
crazy.
as far as, but he's got no special powers. He's just a fucking badass,
Yeah.
right? You know, likes to fight, get bad attitude. Come on,
Loves conspiracies.
Dr. Manhattan has got to be. Look, the dude has a
he's
dick
so
to
OP
his
though.
fucking. His dick was to his fucking knees, dude. How do you not respect that?
That was your appreciation of the movie, was that guy's
I was
dick.
like, Jesus Christ, he's got a schlong.
Doesn't he give a shit either, just fucking
Yeah.
flapping in the wind, you know?
Oh no, just walking around, flippity flop.
My favorite scene was like him and his girlfriend was like fucking, and then like he cloned himself and he cloned himself again. And, like he's like at an office working while two of his clones are DPing his wife or his girlfriend.
He's just like, I don't have time for this right now. I must go back to my books. He doesn't talk like that, of course, but
Clones.
he should. It sounded a
That'd
little
be
more
way
intelligent. Yeah, great movie, by the way. If nobody has ever seen it, because I think it was underrated and
Came
underwatched.
out in 2009, so yeah.
It's a very, very good movie. It was the very first movie that gave you like the realism of comic books.
Yeah, superheroes
Yeah. It
or
brought.
anti-heroes.
I don't know. It's like, and then you got Christopher Nolan's Batman afterwards, which kind of like fed into
It
it.
really like popularized the gritty superhero genre.
Not just gritty superhero genre, but it brought the cartoonesque out.
Yeah,
It like took that out of the actual movie and made it to where it was something watchable.
because like prior to that, all we
like-
had was like Adam West Batman, and then the
Yeah.
cartoon series
Yeah.
with Kevin Conroy, which is like my favorite cartoon series of all time.
No, you had something. You had something that was terrible. You had the Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah.
The second.
Oh shit, you're right.
Was it the first one or the second one? It's the first one.
Was it the first one?
I think it's the first one with Eric Bana.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Worst superhero movie ever. So
I
went.
like Edward Norton personally.
I did too.
Yeah, I liked him too.
I did too. He wanted too much money to reprise the role.
He wanted a better role in the movie too. He wanted to be more prominent.
Well, I've listened to some interviews with him, and he is very hands-on with the script. And he wanted to change the script. He changed the script a lot for his character in that movie in particular, and the directors did not like it.
And it worked in the
bit.
movie though.
It worked good. It worked great.
It worked good. It worked good.
Yeah. It worked. It,
Cool.
It worked good. It's my favorite of the Incredible Hulk movies.
Yeah, for sure.
I do like the Incredible Hulk that's in the Avengers movies too, though. I can't remember what the guy's fucking name is right now. Garofalo?
Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark
He's good.
Ruffles, yeah.
He's good. Although, if you do watch any of the Avenger movies, the end Avenger movie where the Hulk turns into some sort of fucking nerd dork Hulk is the worst impression of the Hulk I've ever seen in my
That
entire
whole
life.
movie was terrible.
Just
honestly.
go ahead and throw it in the trash.
Because he
I hated that
embraced
movie.
his inner Hulk and became the
Yeah,
Hulk
they became
altogether.
one, which was this nerdy fucking weirdo.
So stupid.
I hate that whole
Stupid.
movie. Like, I loved Infinity War. I hate every
That
other
one was
Marvel movie,
good.
but Infinity War I fucking loved. And then they ruined it with Endgame.
Yeah, well, you gotta wrap shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right. Still, not an excuse for a shitty plot. Time travel. That was your solution to the problem.
Did you ever see Captain Marvel?
I didn't care to.
You should watch it. I fell asleep in the movie theater.
You should watch it. I passed out.
I paid for this shit.
If you want a great nap, watch this movie.
Well, if movie theaters ever open back up, movie theaters these days are fucking great. They recline their seats, and everybody wanted to go see a goddamn movie. I was like, fine, let's go see a movie. $15 a fucking seat. And I sit down in this goddamn reclining seat after I'd already had 8 beers, and it was game over.
Yeah, 8 beers going to a movie. I can't imagine. Yeah, I'll pass out too.
Yeah.
You pass out. So,
I'd pass out or it'd be really fucking annoying.
yeah.
Anyway. This guy
Anyway,
fucking sucks.
I did rewatch it though, and it was pretty good. But speaking of comic book crap, not crap. I apologize.
Okay, man.
Speaking of comic book stuff,
I know how you feel. It's okay.
no, I like it. And Marvel stuff. With the last Avengers movie, she should have been the biggest badass ever. Captain Marvel is supposed to be the biggest badass.
She had a whole
ever.
movie for that reason.
For that reason.
And they used her for like, what, 5 minutes maybe total?
And she wasn't
the
a
very
she
end,
wasn't a
too.
complete badass either.
Nope.
Was she?
No, she went to that spaceship. That was cool.
Yay!
All right, you're done. Get out of here. Get out of here,
can-
Brie.
Yeah. Brie can go through a fucking whole spaceship.
Brie Larson, that's what her name is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brie Larson?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson is the actress, yeah.
Yeah.
Actor. They don't like to be called actresses
Sorry.
anymore.
Well, that actor is really hot.
The actor.
Yeah, she's been wearing some revealing stuff lately, and I am on
I'm okay with
board.
that.
I'm on board.
I'm okay with this.
I'm on board. I wouldn't mind looking up some pictures on Google.
Same.
All right, so we don't have mics going later.
Can we get off the podcast too?
Oh, Jesus
But
Christ!
speaking of movies, Borderlands is being made right now as a movie. The video game series.
Cool.
Made by Eli Roth. If you haven't seen his other films, he made Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves and Green Inferno.
Okay,
So he's making that. He also was in Glorious Bastards. I don't know why I'm thinking of that now.
that's a great movie.
But yeah,
that's a really great movie.
Exactly. He was one of the guys in the Nazi Hunters.
Okay.
But yeah, he's making a Borderlands movie. I know. Was it Kate Blanchett? I think it was Kate Blanchett who got casted so far. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's cast, not casted, but
Who've been cast.
You fucking dickhead, Mike.
I'm pretty sure it's casted. I feel like it's casted.
No, it's cast.
It's cast.
It's cast.
Casted.
You know, man, everybody's opinions.
Post tense.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, you just casting it out there.
So, speaking of Borderlands, I read somewhere today, I think it might have been BuzzFeed or...
You love BuzzFeed.
I do love BuzzFeed.
You do.
I like it. It's entertaining.
It is.
It is entertaining.
It is.
And in today's day and age where everything has got to be so fucking serious, I mean, even now, amplified by all these fucking riots and protests, BuzzFeed's still kind of fun.
They have like the best fluff pieces.
Yeah.
They centralize fluff pieces.
And we say things sometimes, and we're like, I don't know if that's true.
Say it anyway.
Get off my shoulder, devil!
Say it anyway.
Anyway, back to
Borderlands.
Yeah, if you own a PC, I was reading that you can download it for free right now. It's a free download, which is $60 off.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
It's a special edition, and I think it's 1 and 2 together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, you get that free on Xbox Game Pass, anyways.
But if you have a PC,
Yeah. Is it on Steam or like you have to go to a certain website, Epic Games?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I guess I should have looked that up, huh?
It's on either on Epic Games or Steam. So
Steam is great. If you don't have Steam already, you're probably a loser. But download Steam.
dangerous
so
platform.
you're not a loser any longer. Steam's been around forever, man. Why is it so dangerous?
because the sales.
Yeah, they'll eat into your bank account.
Yep.
For sure. But they've been around for a long time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I downloaded Steam for the first time when I bought Half-Life 2. Did you ever play that game?
No, I haven't played that game.
Yeah, I got to give it to you.
You keep telling me about it.
I know.
I want to play it.
I know. I know. I've talked about this before, and I probably will talk about things over and over again in this podcast.
Is it on console? I feel like it should be on console at this point.
I think it's like $1.99 to download, free download, man.
No, for
Or not
Half-Life,
free.
I checked. It's
Half-Life
not.
2? No?
It's like 20. Half-Life 2, I think it's like $25.
You sure?
Why?
Yeah.
I've got it. I'll give it to you.
All right.
You just-
I'm gonna play it.
It's CD-ROM though. You have CD-ROM?
Shit. I don't think so.
I don't think you do.
That's so whack.
It's a
This
gaming
is a
computer.
gaming PC. I don't have CD-ROM.
That's bullshit. Everything's download. Anyway, I'll give you $20 anyway.
Damn.
I couldn't find the rainbow flag to hang
Holy
in front of my
shit,
house.
you do.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, I looked for it for so long,
Mm.
Did
and I
you
finally
really
gave
look
up.
for it?
No, I looked for it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I looked for it. I wanted the picture of Alan smiling and showing me his nipple in front. That wasn't part of the deal, but I was gonna
It was
give
more
you.
of a fantasy of his.
I was
Oh,
gonna,
okay.
I was gonna give you an extra $5. $5. You can show your nipple for $5, right?
Yeah. Show a lot more for $5.
Hey, I was like, this will be a picture.
Times are tough, man.
It'll be so epic. The flag will be coming, ladies and gentlemen. I promise, and we'll make this happen. It'll be fun. Who fucking cares?
Put it across the TV for the first
should.
episode and then hang it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll both show our nipples. Yeah. Flash. Anyway, yeah. So, why did I have to say it in that voice?
I
Flash.
don't know.
Yeah.
I was wondering revel what you did.
Anyways,
Oh, it was manly voice time. I lift 200 pounds a day.
So we're talking about, all these video games, and I
Yeah.
was kind of reminded of something that I wrote down earlier, and it was a meme, and the meme was geared towards GTA. If you haven't played GTA, once again, you're a loser.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. At this
Pretty
point,
much.
it's been around since
It
the
was
90s.
5.
yeah.
But yeah, go ahead. Anyways.
Yeah, so what the meme read, it says, the people of Minneapolis played GTA yesterday. Tonight, the National Guard is going to play Call of Duty.
I would have said Fallout.
I think it's more Call of Duty, man, because dude.
It'd be Call of Duty and it's going to be Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Call of Duty
sure.
than Fallout.
For sure. Well, it depends on how bad it goes down
War
the drain.
never changes.
See?
So you know that they've called in National Guard in a lot of these cities, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause it's,
unfortunately they have
it's
to.
getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Way out of hand.
It doesn't help that Trump says shit that incites violence, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that tweet was so fucking ridiculous.
I wrote it down.
Go ahead.
Let's see if it's the same one
Go
that
ahead.
you're thinking of. I wrote it down because I wanted to I wanted to add this in earlier, but I'm glad we're talking about it now. It said, he says, and I quote, "The memory of Hold on. Let me see if I can get this right.
Go ahead.
The memory of George Floyd. That's awesome, man. He was tremendous, man.
You sound like a hippie.
All right, it's a terrible impression. I want to try this again, though, some other point.
Okay.
So let's go back to it. And I quote, "The memory of George Floyd is being dishonored by rioters, looters, and anarchists." That was his tweet, which is going to incite more violence.
Yeah.
And why not
That
just...
was all of it?
That's all of what I saw.
Did you see the end part?
No, what's the rest of it?
I can't remember what it was.
You can ad lib. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, it's basically along the lines of when they start looting. That's right. When they start looting, we start shooting.
Oh, wow.
He said
Wow.
that at the end of his tweet. I was like, "Holy are you fucking stupid, man? You are the president of the United States, and you just threaten your own citizens."
Come on, are you surprised at this
Yeah.
point?
I mean, I'm not surprised by anything
I
he
was
tweets.
at that. Yes.
I'm not surprised at anything that comes out of his mouth anymore.
No.
I'm really
I
not.
didn't think he was that stupid.
How you looking on that beer? You ready for one more?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to continue to drink these drinks and get possibly... I mean, no, I'm going to get shit-faced.
I will later.
Yeah, Alan's got to work, so he's only going to have a couple with
What are you
me.
talking about? I don't think it's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no work for you. I'm sorry, I don't know your schedule.
I have so much fun at my job. It's not even work at this point.
By the way, this is
hanging out.
super early. By the time he actually does, if he does need to go to work, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I drink way more than this.
You're not. I don't think you're working today anyway. So this is what we got left in the cooler, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 Kona beers and we have one more Elysian. You tell me what you want, sir.
It's like a Kona.
Kona. Okay.
Ooh.
Give me that
We have
Kona.
2 separate types of Kona here.
Yeah.
We have the longboard, which is the island lager.
Fond memories.
Or we have dun 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 Big Wave Golden Ale.
Take a longboard.
Take a long.
I don't like ales.
I do have a problem though. I don't have a bottle opener.
I just have one on my keys.
Damn it! And my keys are downstairs. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave you 2 guys the reins for a moment, and I'm gonna leave this building. All right, just the room. I'm gonna leave the room.
Here comes Fallout 3.
Yeah, I heard it. I'm like, what? No, I'm gonna leave this room. I'm gonna find a bottle opener real quick. So, pardon or excuse me for just a moment. Guys,
I'm
talk
looking
amongst
at my
yourselves.
beer. I'm looking at my beer for a little bit.
Just stare at your beer.
Yeah. So many things to plug here that we're not sponsored by. I feel like I just every time that Mike walks away or goes to the bathroom or anything, I just plug random shit that no one sponsors me for. But I do it anyways. Oh, I'll go ahead and talk about a video I made a week ago about the parallel universes that were discovered in Antarctica, where they found time particles moving backwards, reflecting off this ice shield they have. I don't know. I don't know the whole thing. I looked into it, and apparently this week they discovered that is no longer true. They just kind of speculated it, and it was all wrong. So I made a wrong video, but it was
It was right when you made it.
it was right when I made it, but it's also a conspiracy video. So like, technically, I'm not saying it was correct. 'Cause I will never say anything's accurate or 100% true.
conspiracy.
Once it is, it's a conspiracy. So conspiracies are always subject to change based on information. As long as you believe that, you'll do fine believing in conspiracies or discussing conspiracies. Thank you. Mike's back. I don't want the vamp anymore. Thank
I'm
God.
back. I'm back.
It was awkward.
Thank
What are
you
you
for
talking
coming
about?
to Alan's TED Talk.
My video I made last week about the Antarctica parallel universe.
Oh, I heard a little bit about that. I did get a little bored reading. I'll start a story, and like halfway through the story, I'll be like, "This fucking story is
Just give me the
droning
keynotes,
on."
man.
Can I just get the cliff notes? Come on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just give me the key points and keep me interested. I think a lot of journalists these days are just doing a terrible fucking job
They
of
really
keeping
are.
me
Yeah.
interested. They really are. I mean, I have OCD and I also have ADHD.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep me interested in anything.
Did you notice how unorganized their paragraphs are? And then you notice how boring it fucking is at the same time.
See this mess in front of me, it irritates me
I tried
so
to
badly.
I tried to streamline it a little bit
No,
earlier.
you did great. This is what we're dealing with for right now. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it.
But
we'll figure it out.
this type of shit, my OCD kicks in, and I'm like, oh. But so does my ADHD, and I'm like, fuck it, keep going. Don't pay attention to that for too long.
I need to fix this, but not right now.
Next. Yeah. So SpaceX.
Yeah, that was recent. Yeah,
That was recent.
yeah, that was news. Go ahead on that.
Talking about a parallel universe, SpaceX, baby.
Yeah, dude, it all ties together.
all ties
Elon
together.
Musk, SpaceX, parallel universes, AI. It all ties together.
Maybe naming your kid some XI bullshit.
And then changing it to Roman numerals because the government told you to.
So stupid. Hey,
Maybe just name your kid a normal name to begin with.
I think it's 10, maybe 11 years since we launched Americans into space from our own soil. So it's definitely awesome.
We launched too.
Yeah.
In SpaceX, yeah. Which they successfully landed at the space station.
Yeah, the ISS today. Yeah, they docked and everything all's well. So the future
So far.
So the future is looking great for Mars, baby. Elon wants to die on Mars. You know that?
2020 is not the year. Yeah, I heard about that.
So stupid.
I'm saying 2020 is not the year to discover shit right now.
Don't know. I don't know why he wants to do it.
Because he's so fucking weird, man. He's
strange.
He's so smart and like
How
he's
is he
great.
gonna make that call though?
He's gonna be dead. He won't know.
Yeah, he won't know.
He won't
True.
fucking know.
When you're dead, you don't care what anybody else thinks, right?
Because
you're dead.
You're dead.
Because you're dead. The
Let me go closer to the mic.
get on up in there, girl.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Pretend like you know who he is.
But I don't.
I don't know who I am anymore.
I don't either.
Alan.
I started growing this.
Guys.
Yeah, I know. You think about changing it, you never shave it.
So I started growing this goatee, and I've had some derogatory comments on it.
Why, Mike? Whatever do you mean?
I don't know. Could be the roasts, but I actually had one customer say, "That thing on your face you got going there." And she
Good
was
start.
decent looking, you know.
Yeah,
She goes, "I like it.
I dig it.
Good job." I'm like,
Reminds me of the golden days.
I guess it's gonna stick around for a little while.
It hides the crabs.
All right.
No, you know what it does hide? It hides wrinkles, and I'm getting old
You have wrinkles on your chin?
around my mouth. I do.
No.
Yeah, it's called smile
Yeah,
wrinkles,
the
man.
laugh lines.
They're laugh lines, man.
I can't see because of the thing you got on your face.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all the ones around them.
My hair. I am not a hairy guy. Fuck you. I'm not a hairy guy.
Not older guys.
But so it takes a long time for my fucking hair to grow in. This is 3 weeks in the making, and it does not.
That's 3 weeks.
That's 3
I thought
weeks
you
in
were
the making.
grooming it. I'm sorry.
No,
thought
not
you
at
were
all.
I thought you were shaving around.
No, not at all.
I mean, like, it's not a great thing to be hairy either. I fucking hate it myself. I mean, I love having facial hair, but like outside of that, everything else sucks.
Right.
I'm constantly having to like groom, manscape,
Manscaped.
lawnmower 3.0.
Yeah, I got a 2.0. It works just as fine. It just doesn't have a fucking flashlight on it.
Yeah, that's good.
What do you need a flashlight for?
Your balls.
Are you shaving in the dark?
You don't shave in the shower?
Yeah, it's plenty of light in there.
Not in the shower. I mean, it's not in our shower because it
Yeah.
covers the light, so it's like pretty.
Well, we
it's pretty
have a
dim lit in
curtain.
there.
It's plenty of light. You don't know where your balls are at?
I don't know where they're at. I don't want to nick myself either.
I tell you what, great product,
Or cut your balls.
technology. I have nicked my nuts.
That sucks.
I nicked my nuts.
Burns.
I've nicked my nuts with a regular razor. It was great.
Yep, good times there.
Mm-hmm.
I nick more than that, but yeah.
Feel the burn.
Okay, I'm done now.
You're like,
I
it's like, ow, fuck.
think like you can't shave around it. It just hurts when you shave around it. So like
Yeah.
one patch is just fucking there.
No,
Yeah.
you know what hurts is when you slice your armpit with a razor.
Don't have that problem.
Don't have that problem.
That hurt. It sucks.
Don't have that problem. Whoop,
Boom. Cheers.
guys.
Not fun.
I heard you slurp on my fucking headphones. Tastes like fava beans.
I breathed in my beer.
Fava beans in a nice Chianti.
Nos Chianti. Yeah, I've never shaved my armpits. I have
not
used the
fun.
Manscaped to cut down some of the weeds that are underneath there after 40 some odd years of growth. It got long.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't really,
You'll see.
I didn't really notice.
COVID-19. The wind of God.
The wrath of God.
And you're not wearing a mask. We're both gonna get infected now. Thank you.
Hey, man, I was trying to slurp ASMR, man. I was trying to slurp the beer so people could fucking hear it, man, and I fucking inhaled it, all right?
Don't inhale beer, kids.
Don't. It's not good.
Or slurp better.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry for all the throat clearing people. I apologize. It's gross, I know. It's annoying.
That reminded me. I tore my diaphragm 2 weeks ago.
How did you do this?
I was working on a.
How do you know you tore your diaphragm?
Because you fucking feel it.
Yeah.
It only thing that made sense, and like, I'll get into that. I was recording a song cover where I was doing like screamo vocals for a song cover I was working on. And yeah, I know. I feel stupid, believe me. Apparently, I was doing it the wrong way, so I tore my diaphragm. And what happens is when you tear your diaphragm, you feel the sharpest pain below your ribs, and your ribs swell out like about right there.
Yeah.
So you look lopsided as fuck on your rib cage. And I found that out. It hurts to breathe, and it hurts to do everything else.
How you feeling right now?
I'm fine now.
Good.
It took like 4 or 5 days to get over it.
Yeah.
But my ribs were like swollen out of fucking. I thought I
Yeah.
had COVID for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
What song were you covering?
It was Amity Affliction, Pittsburgh.
Since nobody listens to this anyway. What you should do at the end of this podcast, you should play Amity Affliction.
I can play that right now.
No, just at the end. Just piece it in at the end.
All right.
Why not?
Oh, I just like edit it in here. Okay.
Yeah, at the end. Just edit it to the end.
Yeah. All
The
right.
part,
So we know
the
where
part where you tore it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The part where I tore my diaphragm. Yeah.
Eventually, I'll clear this shit out of my throat and I'll quit doing this, people. I apologize.
Just remind me of that.
I apologize. Were you doing a lot of throat clearing?
Yeah, it kind of requires it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've learned my lessons.
So what kind of music is it?
It's not that hard.
No?
It's not like it's not hardcore death blood metal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's post-hardcore punk, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And-
So more along the lines of like how the guy from Disturbed sings?
No,
No?
closer.
Kinda.
Back in the day, yeah. Back before he got throat cancer, yeah. Yeah.
When did he get throat cancer?
Was it throat cancer, or did he just tear something in his larynx?
I think he
No,
tore
he got-
something.
I thought
Yeah.
he got throat cancer.
I don't know.
No, he did get throat cancer.
got
He
throat
did.
cancer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is super common apparently for vocalists. who
Really?
Yeah.
do that kind of singing.
Because it puts
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of stress on your vocal box.
I didn't hear anything about that. One of my favorite bands of all time.
That's why he doesn't scream anymore.
Yeah.
That's why he made sound of silence.
Ah.
Because he couldn't scream.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Depressing.
That dude had a hard time too, man. He's had a really strange life. If you ever look into it, man.
Oh yeah, David Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond. That's his name. Thank you, David Draymond. Yeah.
A lot of like heavy metal singers have that issue though, just because it strains the vocal
They
cords
either tear
so
their
much.
larynx or they get throat cancer.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Well, you know what happened to him, right? Like this. One of the shitty stories about him is, I got into the band. One of my other friends told me about him. I'm like, dude, this is badass. Of course, the I liked them from then, but at the same time, I didn't get their second album or their third or any of that crap. So I start getting this stuff and I start listening. I'm like, I like just about everything this guy produces and this band produces. So you start doing a little bit of backstory. Evidently, the guy had a longtime living girlfriend, and he wanted to break it off with her. He comes back. She committed suicide in his apartment.
Aww.
Then later on, after all that stuff goes on, he used to like to ride his motorcycle. He had a gas leak in his garage. He pulls his motorcycle in the garage and boom, the whole thing blows up.
Shit.
It's like one thing after another.
Yeah, when it
And-
rains, it pours, man. That sucks.
Yeah, well, he wrote a lot of those songs after she died, after she killed herself. And gosh, I wish I could remember the name of the song right now. But he's got a song where he's singing and he's the devil and he's tempting him to commit suicide to come along and be with her again.
I know what
That's
song you're
hardcore.
talking about.
It's
too.
pretty hardcore,
That's
man.
hardcore shit,
it's hardcore. If you get into his music, man, a lot of his music is meaningful. A lot of Disturbed's music is meaningful in
Yeah.
general. One of my favorite bands. I like to be able to hear the words.
And Envy Affliction's up there for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
You can hear every like word he says when he's screaming.
Okay.
It's awesome.
All right.
And he makes it in with like melodic singing as well, so it all like blends together very nicely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now I know what you do on your off time.
Horror J got weird. Being Java's got really weird.
What am I gonna do now?
So-
Let's cover the song.
So fucking
screamo.
tear my diaphragm for the Twitter clout.
We tried to do like a song together, but I can't sing, so
You did good.
I tried.
That's okay. She would like do really good, and then like her voice would like break and crack at the weirdest part. Like, why?
This just got weird.
You can only edit it so much.
Yeah. Alan's only so good of an audio engineer.
I can only edit that out. This much.
Yeah,
So
pretty
you
much.
gotta get this much better.
I give like 6 tries too, because I can't hit high notes for shit. So I was like, you try this.
Well, that's pretty amazing. You two just decided to do that together anyway, though. Honestly, mad props.
Yeah.
Try
Yeah, we had
try everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give everything in life a try, and if it works out, it works out. If it don't, move on to the next thing.
What else are you gonna fucking do?
What else are you gonna fucking do? Exactly.
You only got one life to live.
Exactly.
One love,
Live
one
it.
life.
Yeah. Well, you guys are the master at trying out different things anyway. You're pretty good at that shit.
Why, Mike? Whatever do you possibly fucking mean?
I don't know. I've been privy to some information that I don't really have an opinion on, but at the same time, that's y'all's business.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I don't care to get into it. It doesn't what bother me.
That's cool.
It's an interesting situation for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's different.
It's personal. So
Yeah.
at some point, we'll keep the listeners involved. Maybe it's an episode for the paying audience.
For the after hours, which we
Yeah.
did actually do, but the after hours one became very unaudible. You couldn't hear shit in it, so it wasn't.
We should redo it. We should redo
We
it.
should definitely redo it.
It has to do with sexuality. It has to do with just a little teaser.
LGBTQ.
LGBTQ. It has a lot to do with
Me.
yeah.
Be progressive. the progressive people of today.
Yeah. I am not a part of that community. Evidently, you two are, and more you, Alexis,
Yeah,
than
more
than
me.
him. But at the same time, he has to be a part of it because it's part of you. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think exploring your sexuality when you're younger is a part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it goes along with trying new things, and what else are you gonna fucking do?
Here's the next thing too. You get it out of the way now. Because if you do decide to ever have kids, it's not something you're going to be able to keep exploring. It's not something you're going to keep. I mean, maybe. I mean, what the hell do I know? But at the same, I have not been a part of that community, so I don't know how that works. But I can see it. I can see it being a little less easy.
You couldn't.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't do that with having a child, honestly.
Yeah.
I couldn't do what we do having a child.
At the same time, you want to make sure that your values are good values that you're putting on your kids, and
Yeah.
you want to make sure that you're bringing them up the right way and you're not harming them in any way.
Yeah.
So, hey, after hours episodes
hours.
are going to be
After
up.
hours.
We're not going to do one today, but we'll definitely do an after hours.
Where can you find these after hours, Mike?
Tell me.
You can find them on our Patreon.
Yes.
Are we
Patreon.
drunk yet? Question mark.
Yes.
Patreon. There's currently 2 tiers up right now. There's the sober tier, and then there's the drunk tier.
Nice.
Sober tier will shout you out for $3 for your company, your content creator name, your Twitter handle, whatever you want. For the drunk tier, you will get all that, and then you also have our After Hours podcast, where we discuss much more vividly explicit things,
Right.
where we're a little more drunk.
A little more drunk. Yeah.
A little more drunk.
Yeah. That's not happening today, but at the same time, we're going to make sure if we start getting any kind of exposure and people want to download these things, we'll do them more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. As of right now, there's not a whole lot of audience for it, so I don't see any reason to record it at this particular moment. But we're definitely going to get there.
Yeah.
How do we get there? We get there with listeners and followers.
With you
So
guys.
you guys got to make the difference. You guys have got to make this happen. I've talked to as many people as I possibly can
Yeah.
to get the downloads, get
So
the,
like 5, yeah.
the followers. So start following us. I mean, go to Instagram.
We're always on Instagram for sure.
We're always on Instagram. We're posting better pictures of what beers we're drinking, better pictures. We definitely still have to post some sort of better picture of ourselves as well. We didn't post the roast beef pictures that we talked about last week.
I did.
You did?
Sure fucking did.
Okay, I didn't see them on there.
I posted the picture along with our top comments.
Okay, I didn't see it on my feed, so I'll have to look for it.
You didn't even care, do you? You just...
I care.
Wow.
Apparently not.
Do you even try?
Do you even know what I post, man?
I try.
You know the things I do? No.
But it's a matter of mainstreaming this thing, getting it in a streamlined fashion, and doing it more often. There's a few other websites that I've been privy to that actually post for you that we're going to look into as well. I made a note of it. I can't remember what the exact website was called, but they post for you. Like, you'll upload a handful of pictures and they'll post them 2 or 3 times a week for you automatically. It's a free service. You start getting over a certain limitation.
Yeah.
It costs you more.
Yeah, obviously.
But I
That's
think
kind of cool though.
I think it's called Hootsuite, HOOTSUITE.com.
Okay.
And we're going to get on there as well. That way we can start uploading a little more regularly.
Yeah.
But follow us, people. Get on there. Are we drunk yet? Follow us. If you do follow us, we'll follow you back. We'll always give follows back. I don't care if you're LGBTQ. I don't care.
Here we go. I was waiting for it. Oh, you non-binaries
I don't care what you identify with. Yes, I don't care what you identify with. We love you. We love you. Hey, listen. I mean, come on. We all have differences of opinion on certain things. I don't agree with you on everything. You don't agree with me on anything. But I don't give a fuck what you want to be.
That's the point of life.
Yeah. It makes things spicy. It keeps things
It
real.
makes things spicy.
Yeah, man.
Caliente.
Yeah. Muy caliente.
He's got Telemundo.
Before I forget, PSA of the week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you got this week?
It's very rainy right now here in Florida. Anybody listening in Florida, what happens when it rains? Snakes come out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw you going with this, but all right.
Yeah.
I was thinking the hazard lights, but yeah.
That's so
Don't
stupid.
be a fucking douche.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's illegal to have your hazard lights on when it's raining, by the way. Don't fucking turn them on when it's raining. You're an idiot. It is against the law.
Oh.
So anyway, my dog starts fucking barking, and I'm laying on my bed, and I'm like, he'll shut up sooner or later. I'm good.
Wow.
I'm good. He'll shut up.
Yeah.
So he keeps barking, and I hear screams and calls for my name. I have to jump into action.
Jump into action out of bed.
The dog has already been corralled into a safe position, and there's a fucking 1.5 long water moccasin in my backyard.
There's a water moccasin. No shit.
Oh yeah.
Florida.
Florida. There's snakes everywhere. When it rains, they come out. They come out. So that's where this PSA came from. I chopped it in half. I buried it. I was out there in my boots, my underwear. I had to get out there fast, man.
It's the most Florida story ever.
Jesus Christ.
My
man.
dog was out there barking. I got out there in my boots, my boxers, and I chopped that shit right in half.
Do it smart. It's another PSA. If you got boots, wear them if you're trying to find a snake in the dark with a flashlight and a shovel. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, I won't wear boxers either. That's just also equally dangerous.
Wow, my dick only hangs down to my knees. That's fine.
I still be scared because they jump, man. Snakes jump, dude. They coil up and they jump.
I am pretty short. You're right. 5'8".
There you go.
Pretty close to the ground.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we looking at? Where are we at? Where are we on time-wise? Where are we at?
I don't know the clock in front of me.
Oh, well, let's see. Let's look.
It started at 28 minutes in, so...
You can't read.
No, we're good. We're at an hour almost.
All right. Alexis, any fun stories you want to tell?
Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear some shit from y'all because I've been blabbering this whole fucking time.
It's been fun though, honestly.
It's been back and forth, but
because we haven't been seeing each other as much. We didn't see each other on Saturday or Friday like we usually do. So we had a lot to catch up on with each other.
goddamn jobs.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Fucking income, am I right?
I walked into work when I got back off my route on Thursday, and I'm like, I don't want to come to work tomorrow.
I love that. I love having that mentality sometimes. Like, oh, you know what? Fuck today. Fuck tomorrow.
I'm like, I'm over this shit.
Yeah.
It's like it happens like 3 or 4 times a year where I just feel like I don't want to be here anymore.
You need a break, man. You need a break sometimes.
Don't you have PTO at your job?
Paid time off, yes.
You can just like, hey, I'm not coming in tomorrow. You get paid.
Yeah,
Is
basically.
that what you did?
That's what I did.
See, it's nice.
So I walked up to my boss and I'm like, what's tomorrow looking like? Who you got off? He goes, it's open. I was like, I want it.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
I love that saying, by the way. I should have said
I said
that.
it so much.
I'm going to start using it more often.
Yeah, I use it all the time now.
I've just recently got into Rick and Morty, and it is such a good show.
Yeah.
Speaking of good shows. Yeah, it's a good show. I should have said that.
Speaking of good shows.
What a missed
it's good
opportunity.
show.
What a missed opportunity.
It was.
Yeah,
I got it for you.
was.
It's okay. It's what I'm here for. This is our routine.
Yeah.
He probably
Yeah.
looked at you like,
No, he probably would have laughed.
think
He
you would
probably
have gotten the
laughed.
reference though?
Yeah, I don't think you would have got the reference.
No.
No.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. I watched that episode today.
So fucking funny.
It's funny.
It's so true though. It's like it's every fucking heist movie. I'm not going back out there. You can't get me for one more job. There's money on the line. Son of a bitch, I'm in.
I'm in.
Your dead wife would want this. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
They use it later on in some of the older, some of the newer episodes too.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I think it got renewed too. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna do like 3 more seasons.
No, they got 7 more seasons.
Oh, wow.
out of them,
7
yeah.
more? Awesome.
After 3, there's 7 more seasons.
So it's gonna
Okay,
be
okay.
There's
10
4 right
total.
now. Yeah, they're gonna 10. Remember episode 1, Rick and Morty, when Rick went on the whole tangent about 100 episodes, Rick and Morty. They're gonna do that because
Nice.
every season's 10 episodes.
Nice.
So they're gonna do 100 episodes.
I don't see how they keep coming up with content, man. This guy is so creative. The
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 writers.
Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon. Which Dan Harmon? Do you ever watch Community?
Seldom.
Seldom. You know what it is, though.
I know
right?
what it is. Correct.
Yeah. Dan Harmon created Community, and that was a fucking amazing sitcom.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
hate
it's
sitcoms.
hilarious.
I hate sitcoms, but that was fucking funny.
You don't like The Office?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Office. I have
It's a
3.
sitcom?
Technically,
Technically?
It breaks the third or fourth wall.
Fourth wall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you could, but it's still a sitcom. It came on every single week
yeah.
as prescribed.
I have 3 that I have How I Met Your Mother, and then I have The Office, and then I have Community.
Yeah, I like How I Met Your Mother.
How I
too.
Met Your Mother is kind of like Friends on steroids, if you ask me.
It's better than Friends.
So better.
I said Friends on
Yeah.
steroids.
I'm agreeing with you.
You said it's better than Friends. No fucking shit. It's on
I wasn't
steroids.
directed towards you, man.
Oh, my bad.
God, you're so offensive.
I know.
I'm pushing back. God damn it.
No, fuck you.
That one gets you in your feels sometimes, though. You watch an episode, it's like,
What? How I Met Your Mother?
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's one of the things that I didn't like about it. It's like I want it to be more funny than like heartfelt.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I loved about Seinfeld back in the day. It was just rant, but it was but you can still watch that show, man.
I can't.
It's so random. It's
hate
so
it.
random, and it's
I
about
tried.
nothing. It's a show
I
about
like
nothing.
Structure.
I like structure too.
I like storyline. I like structure. I like seeing things play out to the season and then the next season and after that.
Should broaden your horizons, son. I'm just kidding, man.
Okay,
Dude,
boomer.
I'd rather just watch The
Okay,
Office on
boomer.
repeat.
have you ever seen the European edition, the English version
I
of
tried to
The
watch
Office?
it.
It's hard to watch.
It's
Hard
hard.
to watch.
It's
not the same.
You know, it's very British humor, which is
Yeah.
all on its own.
It's dry.
Yeah.
It's dry
not-
best.
Which usually
Super
I very
humor.
dry humor, so you think I'd like it, but I don't.
Dry humor is not my favorite.
I'm not your favorite.
What?
Huh?
This has got weird
Did it?
a little bit.
a
I'm just
yes or
kidding.
no
I'm
question.
just kidding.
Why are you making this weird, man?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
This is our last episode of our
Nah,
Concluding
I
this
just I'm not a big
podcast.
fan of dry humor. I mean, I tried to watch what's that one very famous movie about kings, knights, and all that shit.
That's like a million of those.
But it's like
Are you kidding me?
It's like a European comedy.
Monty
King
Python?
Arthur.
Monty Python.
Monty Python.
You don't like
The Holy
Monty
Grail.
Python?
No,
What?
I hate that movie.
When was the last time you watched it?
A long time ago.
Watch it
well,
again.
But it was just terrible. I just couldn't get it.
It's so funny.
When we watch it, we're usually in a different mindset.
Right.
Speaking of which, have you seen this documentary out on Netflix right now about celebrities and psychedelics?
No.
definitely watch
Yeah.
it. You'd be very shocked at celebrities that are on there.
Explain me. Explain to me.
Explain me.
Explain me.
me.
No, explain it to me. Are they microdosing?
Some of them do talk about it. Most of them
Yeah.
just talk about the trips they had. It's basically they're basically talking about the good side of psychedelics, the benefits and
Oh yeah.
everything. Because psychedelics are pretty more prominent in the medical community as well as like cannabis is. So like Carrie Fisher was on there.
Yeah,
and she was
Carrie
talking
Fisher
about
was on there.
her acid trips, her mushroom trips. It was just fucking hilarious to see all the celebrities that you wouldn't think of on there.
Wow.
Like almost the entire cast of Reno 911 was on there.
Do you know why I'm not surprised?
Why?
They don't have to take a fucking drug test, bro.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They don't give a
True.
fuck.
You
They
can do
probably
whatever.
get paid to
You
do
can
shit
do
like that.
whatever you want to do in life if you don't have a real fucking job. And if you're an actor,
Yep.
you don't have a real fucking job.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not surprised. But I do like the fact that they've tried it and they're talking about their experiences. There's been a lot of research here lately, speaking of acid trips and DMT. And there's been a lot of experimentation with people who have PTSD, people that are coming back from war, how it's helping them.
Yeah, it basically like cures it, like erases that part
Correct.
of their brain. It's fucking
Correct.
crazy.
What, DMT?
DMT
DMT.
and acid.
That's crazy.
They're, well, not acid per se. They're not giving them like
It's
hits of
microdosing,
acid.
man.
It's microdosing is what they're doing. It's
Yeah.
a therapy that they're trying. I think the organization is called MAPS. I can't remember what it's an acronym. I can't remember what it stands for. But MAPS is what it's
I
called.
think a comedian Pete Davidson talks about that too, like
It helps him.
how he microdoses mushrooms to cope with his PTSD and depression.
Right.
Because like, his dad like died in 9/11 and shit.
He's got a new show coming out too.
I can't wait.
I want to
Is
see
it,
it
is
so
it a
bad.
show? Is it a movie?
I think it's a movie. My
yeah,
bad.
King of Staten Island.
Yeah, I want to see it
Yeah.
I
so
want to
bad.
see it, dude. I
wanna
love
see
it. I
so
love
bad.
stand
Pete
up.
Davidson.
Yeah,
He's fucking hilarious.
he is hilarious.
Yeah. He was in a Machine Gun Kelly music video.
Really?
Recently. It was fucking funny. He was like playing a pharmacist.
Farmers.
A pharmacist who like these two kids walked up like trying to buy cough syrup, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" The kids like start coughing to buy the cough syrup. He's like, "I'm sick."
I think you should explain me.
That's why you get this guy named Mike on this podcast. But these two kids trying to buy like cough syrup, and he's like, "What are you guys fucking doing?" Like, I'm sick. It's like, no. It's like, my mom's sick. It's like, then why are you coughing? Go outside, come back in, rehearse, try it again, and then we'll see what happens.
So, do you think this? I know you. The movie's coming out. Do you think it's gonna be on Netflix or Amazon, or do you think it's gonna be one you have to go to the movie theater?
I'm
Well,
gonna guess Hulu because he has a series already out on Hulu.
Is it on Hulu?
oh,
There's a movie out on Hulu. Sorry.
I was about to say you're gonna have to see it in the movie theater. Duh. Dumbass. Movie theaters aren't open yet.
You can see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, man.
It'll probably be Hulu or Netflix.
It's probably Hulu. I mean, most things are just going to streaming platforms, anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
But with everything being said today, in the words of Mike, with that being said,
I tried not to say it.
you said it once. I
Did
didn't
I?
say it. Yeah. It was funny. It was funny. It was like way at the beginning.
There's like certain things I'm trying not to say.
No one noticed until now. So I said
Well,
it.
I'm telling you,
You
I'm
pointed- I
I'm
didn't
saying
notice till you
I'm
pointed
saying
it
it
out.
right now. I'm trying not to say certain things, and you're trying not to say certain things because we do listen back to this podcast so we can make it better for y'all.
Yeah.
And I say a lot of things over and over again like a fucking tool.
Oh,
I hate it.
absolutely.
I want a T-shirt that says "absolutely" on it.
That being said,
That being said. Guys, we're gonna try. Also, we discussed making 2 podcast episodes a week, in which we do one where we're more sober and just kind of having a general discussion.
yeah,
And then we'll do this one we're doing now, where we're drinking and
correct.
bullshitting around.
Correct. We're gonna
what
call
do I do?
the midweek. We're gonna call it either the mid roll or we're gonna call it the sober cast.
Are we sober yet?
Are we sober yet?
It'll still be under the same heading
Yes,
though,
yes,
because
yes,
I don't
yeah.
like. So we can like put sober cast or are we sober yet? I don't know. We're gonna come into it sober and
figure
leave
it out.
sober. We'll figure it out, but we're gonna try to do this twice a week now. It'll be a Wednesday, so maybe a Thursday upload, whereas we have a
We'll figure it out.
where you normally have a Monday upload now.
Yeah.
So we'll give you guys some more content, guys and gals, some more content. Non-binaries. I can't help myself.
I just say dudes or like I don't know. Dudes,
I'm gonna start
dudes
friends.
broad for me.
I'm gonna say friends.
There you go.
That way we can give our friends some more podcasts, something else to listen to while they're mowing the grass or doing their job or walking or whatever else. I also am looking. I'm still looking into how we're going to get these T-shirts made. I'm running into a lot of speed bumps and a lot of roadblocks right
what's
now.
going on with that?
First of all, we've got a couple of companies that I'm looking at, and I just want to get the right T-shirt material. I don't want to get like the sports shirt that's all rayon.
Just Hanes.
I don't want to get a beefy Gildan tee that's garbage, man. I want to end up selling these things to our friends. You know what I'm saying?
Gildan sucks.
Gildan sucks, man. Their beefy tees are terrible. They stretch out. They're too thick.
Yeah,
I want it to be a polyester cotton blend. So I'm having a hard time finding the right T-shirt right now.
Right.
As soon as I find the right T-shirt, we'll make sure it happens for you guys and gals and friends. Blah blah blah.
Friends.
Shut up. Trying. Anyway, we'll make sure it happens for y'all. I'm gonna go to Squarespace and I'm gonna create a website with Squarespace. You have a marketplace, so you can upload these things and we can sell them. They're gonna go for like $30 if we sell them.
All proceeds go to helping us build a better podcast.
Yes, we're not pocketing any of this cash. Whatever you spend is going to go towards making this better, making a better table, making more equipment, getting some more mics. Buying better equipment, buying better mics, making sure that this is the best podcast experience you can ever have. That being said,
So, check out our Patreon where you can find After Hours episodes and have your name shouted out. Look forward to 2 episodes a week. And are we drunk yet?
I'm not yet, but we're going to get there.
We're going to get there.
This is Mike for the Are We Drunk Yet podcast.
This is Alan.
We're out.
Alexis.
Oh,
Oh,
we're out.
we're weird.